Get ready to laugh because we found some pretty hilarious epic toy fails. There's no chance any kid would actually want to play with these. Seriously, nothing could have prepared us for this last one on this list. If you're new to the things, be sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if we made you laugh. Now let's check out the 10 messed up toys no kid would want as a present. Don't be a horse's behind. This Chinese toy seems innocent enough, but it looks like a pretty blue horse with a blue mane. And wait, is that a blonde tail? Apparently, you can pull the horse apart so you can see this inside. Let's talk about why that alone is pretty terrifying to a child. Horses aren't supposed to split down the middle and open up like that. That's not how horses work. But what was found inside is the most bizarre thing ever. That blonde tail is attached to a severed doll head. Who thought this was a good idea? We have so many questions. Is this a blue child-eating horse? If so, how did it swallow this girl's head whole? Does it have the ability to open its jaws like a snake? And where is the rest of the doll's body? For real, what was the process in making this thing? Was the horse toy maker distraught because he forgot to make a tail for the horse? And then ran into a doll maker who was agonizing over what to do with all his extra doll heads? Is it possible they came together, confident that this was the best solution to the problem? This is like a reverse Godfather situation. Nesting dolls. Nesting dolls are a classic toy. These dolls are meant to be a symbol of fertility and big families. They are called mother dolls in Russia, and they are the most purchased souvenir in that country. But not every one of them can be a winner. This toy designer started out strong. The first doll looks artistic, detailed, and full of life. But it seems as the artist got to the last doll, he lost a bit of steam. The dolls go from having sparkling, artistic facial expressions to mischievous little dots for eyes with lines for eyebrows that make us think these dolls are going to be in trouble with the law when they grow up. By the last one, he's not even trying anymore. The flower devolves from one with purple flowers that have depth and beauty to 5 little white dots. Is that last one a doll or a baby carrot with a face on it? We wanted to make sure this isn't the norm, so we checked into it. Other toy makers took the time to meticulously paint detail on even the smallest doll. In this toy fail, however, by the last doll, it seems the guy just gave up. 4-legged duck. We're no experts on duck anatomy, but it appears something just isn't right here. From our own experiences, where we walked through the park and looked at ducks with our eyes, we remembered a few key things about our feathered friends. They have beaks, wings, a feathered tail, and 2 webbed feet. But something about this stuffed toy duck has us shaking our heads. Let's go down the duck anatomy checklist. It's got a beak, check. It's got a feather on the top of its head, check. It's got, wait a minute, are we seeing this right? Yep, that's a 4-legged duck, my friends. The person who made this toy needs to get outside more, or at the very least, watch a nature show on TV. What's wrong with this dude? Maybe he lives in the next nuclear power plant, where ducks are mutated to have 4 legs. You know, like the 3-legged fish in The Simpsons? Regardless, it would be pretty irresponsible to give this toy to a confused child. We wouldn't want her to grow up thinking ducks have 4 legs. We wondered what other stuffed animals are on the production line. A 1-legged zebra? Or how about a 3-armed sloth? Somebody failed geography. This car has got all the elements of the Australian outback. It's got desert-like sands, eucalyptus trees, kangaroos, a red desert sunset, and the word Austria written on the fender. Not everyone can ace it every time. This toy designer clearly failed geography. Now, we will admit we had to look up the exact location of Austria, but we definitely knew it was nowhere near the country of Australia. Ready for a geography lesson? Here we go. The Republic of Austria is located in Central Europe. It is bordered by the Czech Republic and Germany to the north, Hungary and Slovakia to the east, Slovenia and Italy to the south, and Switzerland to the west. Most of Austria is covered by mountains, alpine region, with dozens of lakes peppered throughout these mountains. What it doesn't have are red sandy deserts and kangaroos. Australia is way south on the planet, 8,825 miles south to be exact. We realize that this is a typo, but we think it's a hilarious one. It just goes to show that even if you failed geography at school, you can still go on to have a mediocre career at the toy factory that spreads false information to children. An armless bear without a body. Imagine for a moment that it's Christmas morning. You run downstairs to see presents under the tree. You run to the teddy bear perched playfully next to a present box, and you giggle with delight because you got the teddy bear you've been dreaming of. When you hug his little stuffed body, it feels a little strange. You feel for its puffy belly, and something doesn't feel right. You decide to investigate, so you remove its cute little sweater. When you take the sweater off, you realize that its cute little bear arms are coming off with the sweater. Then you look down in horror to find 2 weird floppy long legs that go all the way up to its neck. And that's the moment you realized you were going to need therapy for a long time. How traumatic would this be to a young child? Were they on a major time crunch at a teddy bear factory? Who knew that making teddy bears was such a high-stress gig? This looks like the most bizarre before and after set of pictures. This teddy bear has a serious case of armless leg syndrome. Hopefully, this is the only one of its kind. So creepy. I am a sweet baby. Let's have fun together. We love the fact that the package says the phrase, I am a sweet baby, let's have fun together. This baby looks like a lot of things, but sweet is not the first thing that comes to mind. This baby looks like he might steal your car, rob your house, and run a local money laundering ring out of the basement. But he's definitely falling short in the sweet and fun department. This baby looks like he just got out of the slammer and is trying desperately to convince the parole board that he is a changed infant. This is the last thing a kid would see before he got his lunch money and his trike stolen. A more accurate phrase for the box would be, I am a crime boss. Let's do a jewel heist together. We've never felt so compelled to call a baby a big fat liar before. And what parent would give this terrifying thing to a kid? This would be the punishment doll. Tell Timmy he'd better behave or he's gonna get 2 minutes in the closet with the Eastern European thug baby. This baby looks like it ate Daniel Craig right after he said, I'm a sweet baby, let's have fun together. Ghost Story Minnie Mouse. When a child is afraid of the dark, many parents try to help her get over her fears by giving her a nightlight. That seems like a good idea until you see something like this. This Minnie Mouse nightlight is adorable. It seems sweet and innocent enough. That is, during the day. At night, it's a pretty dramatic difference. When the lights go out, Minnie goes from sweet and playful to dark and sinister. She seems like she would actually enjoy it if a child would wet the bed in terror. Does this nightlight softly play heavy metal too? Maybe something like the song Let the Bodies Hit the Floor or Enter Sandman. This nightlight is hilariously terrifying. It looks like Minnie has a frightening ghost story, and she is shining a flashlight on her face for that eerie, nightmarish effect. What did she do to Mickey? Someone better send out a search and rescue because it looks like Minnie is into some dark stuff after the sun goes down. This nightlight will definitely help a kid get over his fear of the dark because after seeing this, he would happily take laying in the dark over staring at the shadows of those ears and that creepy smile. Winnie the Pooh with Dentures. When we see this rendition of the sweet, honey-loving bear from the 100-Acre Wood, we have a few questions. Why? 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 Is this terrifying stuffed bear meant to be a cautionary warning to children about what will happen if you gorge out on honey every day and don't brush your teeth? Did the toy maker steal these dentures from an old man? We are imagining the thought process that resulted in this ridiculous, frightening finished product. Was he thinking, forget the nose. Noses are overrated. You know what would make this toy better? Man-sized choppers. If they don't fit, we'll add a horse snout. There, now it's got a horse bear face with no nose. Perfection! Can you imagine the horrified look on a kid's face at seeing this monstrosity for the first time? Be careful, kid. If you misbehave, this bear's gonna bite your face off. We're not even sure Winnie the Pooh has teeth. He has a sweet, squishy, honey-glazed smile that looks nothing like this creepy stuffed toy. It looks like this bear ate a set of toy chompers and can't spit them out. We hope the kid who got this bear wasn't scarred for life. Star Wars ears. This one has so many hilarious things going on, we don't even know where to start, but we're going to take a crack at it. This is an obvious example of a toy manufacturer in a different country who has no idea what the Star Wars franchise is, trying to capitalize on merchandise without getting sued for trademark violations. It seems like they were a bit off on the translations, or they decided they could come up with something better than George Lucas did. At the top, it reads, Galaxies are far, far away. LOL. Then it changed the name to Star Warsiers. And apparently in this galaxy, Ralph Macchio is working as karate farmer and Yoda ate Samuel Jackson. He is going to need to be pretty tough to defeat Door Ladder, don't you think? Yoda isn't even called Yoda on the package. He has been downgraded to just Wise Puppet. So in this version of Star Warsiers, the Wise, Sam Jackson Puppet teaches Ralph Macchio to grow potatoes and then karate chop them into fries so he can be strong enough to fight Door Ladder and resist going to the dark slide. It's your standard epic tale of gourd versus stevia. Hairy baby, you can shave. So what we have learned from this picture of a hairy ginger baby is that we know nothing of the world. Apparently, there is a country out there where bored children beg their parents to buy them a doll with Sasquatch hair growing out of its calves and a serious case of aggressive puberty. Why, you might ask? So they can shave it. Makes perfect sense. This doll looks like it ate a Muppet that didn't agree with him and didn't make it to the bathroom on time. And what's with the odd hair wings on the back of its shoulders? If there is a place on this earth where babies look like this, we never want to go there. Why would any kid be obsessed with shaving red hair off of a baby body? And who is giving these kids razors? This is the stuff nightmares are made of. Seriously, you can't unsee this. Someone out there thought they would finally get to the bottom of the hairy ginger baby doll shortage that was plaguing the nation of sad, disappointed children. Quick tip: if a baby has bushy armpit hair, the first step isn't to shave it. You better get that kid to the science lab so doctors can study it. Yikes. And that's it for 10 messed up toys no kid would want as a present. Thanks for watching. See you next time.